Hello, welcome back to Gap Girls BTS Reactions. We are watching a Tonight Show video where BTS reminisces on what they were like in high school.
Oh, this should be good. I don't think I've seen this one yet.
I have never seen this one either, but we talk a lot about the olden days in our reaction videos. So now we get to react to BTS talking about what they were like in high school.
This should be interesting.
This should be very interesting. So you ready to get started?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Last time you were on our show, the world was a different place. We went all over New York City, Grand Central Terminal, Katz's Deli. We were on the subway. Did you have a favorite part of that day?
Grand Central.
Yeah.
Subway.
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 지미 펠론과 함께한 모든 순간이 아닐까요?
그러니까 지미가 옆에 있어서 좋은 거 아닐까?
Yeah.
아, 코리안 아트 배우셨네.
Korean art. You got it.
Yeah.
I think my favorite was in Grand Central. Because we had it, it was 3 in the morning, there was no one there, just you guys, and I was standing back watching, and the choreography was so perfect.
I remember
and it
that
sounded
video.
So great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen dance like this. You were jumping over each other, people jumping in and doing that. I go, oh my gosh. And I remember I went up to Jungkook. This is back when you could hug somebody. And I went over, I gave him a hug. I go, that was great, buddy. And I gave you a hug, and I could feel your heart beating through your back.
Oh, yeah, from all that
It was
dancing.
like, these guys are working hard. It was so impressive. And this was 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning
Wow.
in New York, and I was like, these guys, man, that's why they're the biggest band. They're putting the work in.
You can tell, and we've said this before, Jimmy Fallon is a BTS fan.
Super fan.
He actually really likes them, appreciates them, respects them, and doesn't just have them on his show just for numbers or for views, whatever. You can tell he does truly appreciate them.
Absolutely. And for him to even comment about Jungkook's heart beating.
Yeah, for that to be a moment in your head that sticks out.
The other night I was watching a video of these 2 guys who were traveling around doing a book tour, and they stopped at this TV station where the host was interviewing the 2 of them, and he was full of smiles interviewing them, and as soon as the directors or the person said cut, he didn't even turn over and say, well, thank you very much, it's nice to have you here, it was nice to meet. No, as soon as they went cut, he just took off.
It was fake.
It was fake, and it made me feel kind of bad for the 2 guys.
It turned you off.
It turned me. I don't know who that host was, but it definitely turned me out because he went from.
He's just doing it for his show.
And then cut, and then just walks away.
Yeah.
He couldn't even say, it was really nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
He couldn't even be polite.
That's
common courtesy.
That's what I'm saying is I can tell
Yes.
with Jimmy, it is genuine.
Oh,
he has them on his
definitely.
show a lot, and he takes the time to get to know all the individual members. He has this really fun friendship with Jimin, so I can tell he really does like them.
Absolutely.
Jimmy, actually, we've never taken a train or subway in New York. Never done it, so like we didn't know like how like important or big the station was. But you know, looking at you, it was like telling me like, do you know how important is this? Do you know how big is this? Like, and looking at you, that time we got like, yo, this is big. Jimmy's so nervous. Like,
I was so
most
nervous. I
impressive
was so
moment.
excited.
Yeah.
You knocked it out of the
too.
park. It was great. One of the things your fans love about BTS is how much you give back. When COVID-19 broke out, you made a bunch of donations to help people affected by the virus. You also donated $1 million to Concert Crews, the crew that is out of work right now.
That's
Is
amazing.
giving back something that was always important to you?
We just wanted to help and do what we can so that things can get better.
You guys gave a great graduation speech as part of YouTube's Dear Class of 2020 event. Does it make you think about your own high school experience? I mean, what were you guys like back then? RM, do you want to start? What were you like?
I was like kind of like a nerd, like all about studying, and I just like to listen to rap music like Eminem and Nas. But I was just like just a good student.
V, how about you?
That's not
저는-
surprising.
지민이랑 같이 이제 고등학교를 같이 다녔었는데 항상 이렇게 이제 같이 등교할 때 이제 저는 늦잠 때문에 지각을 하고 지민이는 정말 멋있는 성실한 학생이었던 걸로 기억합니다. 지민이가 맨날 날 깨워줬어요. 태영아 일어나.
Wake up!
Good boy. Good boy. Jimin, that's awesome. Respect.
Jimin,
respect.
good boy. Me too, good boy.
He always
Jimin, what were
says
you
that.
like in high school?
아, 고등학교 때는 굉장히 제 고등학생 때 시절은 그냥 굉장히 되게 모험적인 순간들이었던 것 같아요. 왜냐하면은 고등학교를 시작하고 이제 뭔가 가수를 하고 싶다는 생각에 제가 뭔가 쌓아가고 있던 모든 것들을 버리고 서울로 올라왔었으니까 굉장히 모험적이고 매일매일 도전하면서 굉장히 힘든 시간을 보냈었던 시절이었던 것 같아요.
지민이 그때 내가 해준 일화 하나 해줘.
맛있는 거 많이 먹으러 갔어요.
Oh, they were good friends in high school.
Jen, I didn't skip over you. What were you like in high school?
저는 고등학교 때 진짜 존재감 없고 조용조용하게 학교 다니는 전형적인 친구들한테 잘 까부는 그런 사람이었는데 뭐 크게 특별하게 남는 기억은 없는 것 같아요.
Same.
You don't have to. You don't have to have one.
It's after high school that really matters.
저는 공부를 그냥 학교 다니면 공부 안 하는 친구 있잖아요. 공부 참 못하는 친구.
It's hard to believe.
다녔을 뿐.
네, 저는 이제 학교에 그렇게 큰 미련이 없었기 때문에 저는 그때 또 직업도 있었고 그래가지고 딱히 그렇게 학교에
충성을 열심히 했어요.
학교 잘 안 나가는.
He wasn't that much into schoolwork.
가서 열심히 안 했어요.
He had bigger dreams.
No, that's not good. J-Hope, I think that you were like probably like a big performer in high school.
Was he class clown maybe?
That's right. 맞아요. 진짜 저는 학교 축제였었는데 그때 한번 춤을 추니까
인기적이네.
스마일 호야.
미국으로 따지면 파티한 거잖아.
그런 파티.
그렇게 가수의 꿈을 꾸기 시작했다고.
맞아요.
That's hilarious. I can see that. I can see that.
Popular.
Jungkook, when you were in high school, the band was actually at your high school graduation.
Yep.
일단 제가
That's so cool.
졸업식에도 저 때처럼 저 때 모였는데 제가 입학식 때 고등학교 입학식 때 멤버들이랑 같이 있었어요. 저는 이미 데뷔를 한 상태였어가지고
사실 뭐 어버 키웠지. 내가 어버 키웠지.
진짜 저는 이제 뭐 무대에 서고 했던 친구였어가지고 멤버들이 항상 함께 해줬었어요.
정말 밥도 내가 다 사줬지.
정말 밥 내가 챙겨줬지.
What would you say to any kid out there who's watching and dreams of being the next BTS?
저는 그냥 뭐 일단 기본적으로 주위의 사람들을 너무 잘 만난 것 같고
인복이 좋다.
주위 사람을 잘 만나십시오.
Meet good people.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it is good advice.
Really, oh my gosh! What I really do love about you guys is from working with you and seeing you work is you have great work ethic. You really are professional, but you're also very funny. You have a great sense of humor.
Just like Jimmy.
And, please don't ever lose that.
We gonna take your crown.
We have another incredible performance from you guys later tonight in the show. BTS will be performing Black Swan. BTS, everybody! Their new album, B, is available for pre-order now at the Weverse shop. We'll be right back with more Tonight Show. Stick around, everybody.
I love RM and V kind of matching outfits.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're
they
both
look
in
good.
that yellow, and not everybody can pull off that like mustard yellow.
That's true.
But dang, they are pulling it off.
They look great.
They look handsome in that yellow. They all look very handsome. But that was really nice to hear from themselves what it was like for them in high school, although they could have gone into more detail.
It could have lasted longer.
Yeah, I wanted more details. Like, you were a good student, you were the popular one. It's not surprising to me that J-Hope was the popular student.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
how could he not be
His
with that personality?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
And RM, I'm not surprised about him that he was a very good student because he learned how to speak English on his own very quickly. And he barely even has an accent.
I know. And Jimin also being a very studious student. And V and Suga not being that studious. I would have expected the opposite from Suga, although I'm not surprised. I would have expected that he was very serious and takes it very seriously, but it also doesn't surprise me that I think he was too smart for school, that he had kind of more of that attitude. I'm too smart, that this is just bleh. Because some people have that kind of attitude where they're so smart, they already know the material, that they don't take it seriously anymore.
I think you were a little bit like that in
I
high
was a
school.
little bit like that.
Oh my gosh, in
Sorry,
high
Mom.
school, the letters I would get, the phone calls I would get from your teachers, and basically they would say, she's very smart, but she's not turning in any of her homework. And then I would talk to you about it, and there would be a pile of homework already completed, and I would say, they're done. Why don't you turn them in? You're going to fail. You're not going to graduate. Just turn them in.
I don't know.
And you'd say, okay, all right, I'll turn them in.
You can't reason with a 16-year-old, okay? There's no amount of reasoning that you can do with a very stubborn-headed 16-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't explain it to you. I wouldn't do that stuff now, like me now, because I did go back to school in my 30s, and I was the perfect, studious, on time,
responsible
student. But that's because, I'm mature now.
You're an adult.
I'm an adult, and I take things seriously. But my 16-year-old high school self couldn't care less. Sorry, Mom. I gave her a very hard time when I was in high school. But anyways, it is what it is at this point. I turned out pretty good.
You did.
So,
you did.
I'm not really surprised by any of their answers.
I'm a little bit surprised with Suga, even though we just talked about that analogy.
Yeah.
But I would have thought he was a very good student. And I think he was, but I think you're right. It's that, I know all this stuff. I'm not gonna do this. I know it.
Yeah.
Okay, from that perspective, I can understand.
And also Jin, I would have expected he was like popular as well.
Because he's so funny?
Because he's funny and he's worldwide handsome. Hello. That I would have thought that he would have been very popular. But he said that he was just kind of flew under the radar.
I can understand him goofing around because he does goof around quite a bit.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's very funny, very dramatic.
Very dramatic. I love that about him. I relate to him so much with the dramatics because I'm like that too. And I don't mean it because I'm serious. That's just the way I joke around. Is if somebody does something to me, I'll be very melodramatic about my response. But it's not because I actually am angry or upset. It's just that's how I kind of play.
Yeah.
That's my like playfulness, is I'll be a little melodramatic about my response to things.
That's true.
And so I'm kind of like Jin in that way.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.